Hi everybody, this is the Math 10C Exponents and Radicals review, and this is short answer 22, the second half of it. We're just simplifying these things and making sure we write everything with positive exponents. That's not necessarily a rule. Not everything has to be written with positive exponents, it's just this question was asking for it. So in this case, the first thing that we might do here is simplify anything that's going on inside the brackets, but there's really nothing to worry about here. However, it is being taken to the negative 2. So the exponent on there, first of all, is going to be negative. So this is going to mean we're going to reciprocate this. So 4x y to the negative 3 all squared. Now I will deal with that negative inside there in just a moment. I want to deal with that negative out here first, so we flip it. And now everything inside here is going to get squared. So 4 squared will be 16. X to the 1 squared. I multiply those exponents, will be x squared. Now here's what I've been waiting for. This becomes y to the negative 3 squared. I just multiply that through. So this becomes y to the negative 6. Now, I've got a negative exponent in the denominator. The negative exponent always causes a reciprocal. Now, you got to think about this. It's pretty easy to see when something's in the numerator and when you reciprocate it, it drops. But if something's in the denominator and you reciprocate it, then what happens is it moves up to the numerator. So this becomes y to the 6th over 16x squared. Okay. F. In terms of order of operations, I have to deal with this exponent on this set of brackets first before I can deal with multiplying it by the negative 4x. Okay, and I know I've seen a lot of people who would just immediately multiply that through and then do the squaring later, but that is not proper order of operations. So this is going to be negative 4x times 5 cubed is 125, x cubed was just x cubed. Once I've dealt with the cube there, now I can multiply these things together. 4 times 125 is, negative 4 times 125 is going to be 500, negative 500. And then I've got an x here. Sorry, that's hard to see. Sorry, I should really redo that. Okay, this will become negative 500. X to the, well, this is x to the 1, x cubed. Together, that's going to be x to the 4. Okay. Now we come up here. We'll take a look at G. Now, here's a good example of something that really should be simplified inside before we apply that outside exponent there. 6 over 4 will be just reduced down to 3 over 2. And now I'm going to get m over m squared. Now, that is going to be m. If I put this up, if I think about this as being up in the numerator, maybe I should write it like this. Okay, this will be m to the 1 minus 2, and the n here will be n cubed minus 1 because it's just a 1 in the denominator. Now this is all squared here. Now this will be 3 halves m to the negative 1 n squared, all squared. I'll come over here. So now that m to the negative 1, that's going to push that into the denominator, but the n squared will stay up there. So this becomes 3n squared over 2m. And this is all being squared here. Now I can square everything inside there. So 3 squared is 9. N squared, remember if you got a power of a power, you just multiply exponents, so it's going to be n to the 4. 2 squared is 4. And then m squared is just m squared. Okay, good. And finally, this last one here, there is nothing to simplify in the denominator. Nothing at all. Sorry, sorry, not in the denominator, inside the brackets here. So 3x over negative 2y squared. So really what I got to do is just apply the exponent here. Now let's apply the negative first. The negative is going to cause a reciprocal, so 2y squared over 3x. Okay, remember that negative and that negative, they're doing different things. Okay, so they're not going to affect each other here. And now I will just square everything. So negative 2 squared will be positive 4. Y squared squared will be y to the 4th. 3 squared is 9, and then x squared is just x squared. And actually, that's as far as you need to go. 4y to the 4 over 9x squared. That's it.